This lovely woman has never played at We Want Women before. She got in touch with me and said I'd like to perform at We Want Women. She is an interdisciplinary artist, it seems. Poet, player, singer, actor, comedian, all kinds of things. So I was just asking her what I could say. So you've recently moved to Liverpool, haven't you?
I have indeed. Yeah.
From Brisbane?
Yeah.
Did you say? Yes, so a long way. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you here tonight, Flloyd. So the guys will be back down in a second, but please give yourself an introduction. And can we just please really put our hands together and give her a very warm welcome to Flloyd Kennedy, everybody.
Thank you very much, Nick. I'm just so thrilled to discover that We Want Women exists. So, and the way I understood it was opportunity to try stuff out. So I've got a couple of songs and some poems and stuff. Most of it's new-ish that I'm kind of trying to put together. I've got a one-woman show, and I thought, why don't I do another one? In fact, this character I started developing her about 7 or 8 years ago, so she's due for it to be a trilogy, I think. So this is just an attempt to mash a bit of stuff together and get some feedback, basically, see if it works or not. Yeah. What the fuck was I doing before I wasn't doing the thing I should have been doing in the first place? Whatever that was, I should be doing the thing I thought I was doing before I couldn't think what I was doing in the first place. I know I had a thought, a tiny little thought. It shot into my brain and I knew it was important, 'cause as soon as I looked at it, it disappeared from view. That meant that it was quantum and it had to be pursued. I think it's lonely and frightened. I can empathize with that. It needs a friend to hold its hand and have a little chat, 'cause 2 thoughts are better than 1. But even 1 thought is better than none, 'cause a thought is an act of creative art. If I don't understand it, I can take it apart. I can shake it and turn it and change it and turn it into something that I'd be proud of if you bought it. But I can't put the cart before the horse and understand it before I've got it. What the fuck was I thinking before I wasn't thinking the thing I should have been thinking in the first place? Whatever that was, I should be thinking the thing I could have been thinking if I only knew what I was thinking in the first place. I had a dream, a funny little dream. It floated into my heart, and I'm sure I heard it screaming, "Catch me now, take me up into your brain." There's a thought I'd like to meet, I know it would complete me. Very old cultural reference. And Tom Cruise isn't even all that sexy. Where was I? Oh God, I've done it again. Oh yeah, dreaming the thought I'd like to know would complete me. But no matter how much I tug and strain, I can't get them to connect. There's the firing mechanism's worn out and it's overrun with electrons running rampant with their negativity. Stopping, keeping dreams and thoughts apart until they The fuck was I dreaming before I wasn't dreaming what I thought I was dreaming in the first place? Whatever that was, I'm sure I was dreaming about what I could be doing if I knew what I'd be thinking in the first place, whatever that means. Thank you. I don't know where to go. If I'm in or out of the flow, all I know is I don't want to go where the old folks go. That's all I've done with that one. Now, a very few years ago, I was taking a trip up to Tyree, where I lived for a while when my children were babies. A very long time ago. So I went back just to visit some friends and relatives, and I was just going up for a few days break. I wasn't thinking anything terribly much, but I found on the ferry, as we were coming through the Sound, the strip of water between Col and Tyree, where many moons ago when we lived there, a previous ferry founded on the rocks, I was overwhelmed with this sense of something I'd never experienced before. I just found myself bucketing tears. It wasn't sadness, it was some form of remembering, but not remembering what I knew I remembered, but kind of living my life backwards, a bit like the White Queen. Anyway, this is what came out of it. First there's a poem, there's a song. She knew. I do like to refer to myself in the third person from time to time, don't you?
Yes.
Not just me then.
Yeah.
Good. She knew she had been here before. White horses splash and seabirds crash, but never clash. Dash to the depths, just a foot or two deep. There in the Sound, there's just enough room for a wreck of a bash. Keel to rock, dash and scratch, no lives lost. Only tall tales told by peaty fires, imported peat. Now there's a wind farm. Does it count as a wind farm if there's only one windmill? Does it count as a mill if nothing's actually ground there anymore? And yes, I do realise that it wasn't a wind mill, it was a wind turbine. They've only got one on the island, and it provides all their electricity. Sometimes the technology actually works out. I'm old Mother William, the lady cried, and she cried, and she cried, and the windy sails turned, and her white head was burned inside out, upside down, inside out. Why return, asked the wind and the sand and the tide? Why return, asked the wind and the sand and the tide? I return, Mother William, the lady replied. I return to be here. I was here. I was here. I am old, Mother William, the lady cried. You were old yesterday, said the wind and the tide, and the windy sails burned, and her white head was turned inside out, upside got me thinking about, oh well, after the apocalypse, we all know it's coming. So here's my version of how you never, well, sometimes you value things before they, while you've got them. I think of the Great Barrier Reef, which we've nearly lost. Anyway. There used to be sunsets, there used to be golden days fading to greys. A sky full of light would fight with the night for the right to die. And there used to be rainbows, there used to be high-class hues of indigo blues. A colourful crown reaching down to the ground where gold could be found. Memory plays some funny tricks, fooling in your mind. You know you've been here before, but not like this. There used to be flowers, there used to be perfume trees that moved in the breeze, and creatures with wings, they'd whistle and sing such beautiful things. Memory plays some funny tricks, fooling in your mind. You know you've been here before, but not like this. There is so much more. There used to be sunsets, there used to be flaming skies, scarlet with sighs. There used to be light, the world was so bright. Now there's just night, and a child